You are listening to the Maple Footy Podcast, the unofficial football podcast of the North. I'm your host, Sam Little. Find me on socials at SamLittle44 and the podcast at Maple Footy Pod. And now there's nothing left to say except for sit back, enjoy, and welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Maple Footy Podcast, and it's a special one today because John is sitting with me yet again, making his return to Maple Footy. So, John, welcome aboard.
The supreme ball knowledge is back.
He hasn't graced us with his presence since, but I thought it would be a good time to ask him to see into the future today, because today we are doing Prem predictions for 2025-2026, which, by the way, sounds like a fake season.
Yeah.
How are we at 25-26 now? But yeah, so how this is going to work, we're going to go through the table, just 20-1, give you some reasons as to why we think a certain team is going to finish in a certain spot. Probably have a few laughs along the way. Don't take any of this super seriously.
Speak for yourself. This is going to be unbiased, 100% accurate. No stakes because we won't get anything wrong.
Exactly. No stakes because even if we do, we will never acknowledge this episode again.
Don't listen to this if you're looking forward to finding out who's going to win next season. We're spoiling everything.
John is actually a time traveler. That's what we figured out. What do you say? Do you want to start this puppy?
I guess.
Yeah. Just the most non-committal answer. 20. I feel like we both agree. Honestly, on the entire bottom three. Do you want to list your bottom three?
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest. I don't really care about the order. I think we're going to be seeing Burnley, Leeds, Brentford go down.
Yeah, that is my exact same three.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Brentford? Because I feel like Leeds and Burnley speak for themselves. Like, they're coming up. They haven't really brought in any proper recruitments. They're still both basically just championship teams, all due respect. Mm-hmm. And we've seen in the past couple of years that hasn't worked.
The goal was getting here.
Yeah, and now I just don't think they have the resources and teams to stay there.
Yeah.
Scott Parker is also probably going to be the first manager sacked this season. All love, but it seems like that's usually what happens to Scott Parker.
Can we get a quick match day prediction?
For...
Wow.
Oh, for
match day 4 and he's gone?
No, I meant like for what? I'll go match week 10.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like they're gonna hit panic and they're gonna sack him because there's been this weird thing with championship clubs of they think that they can come up and play the exact same style that they did in the championship and think that they're going to have the same success, and that is just not true. And I think that's exactly what's gonna happen to Leeds and Burnley.
Maybe he'll get a move to Bayern.
Falling upwards in the best possible way. Shout out Vincent Company.
No disrespect. It's just funny how things
funny
play
how
out.
that happened. Brentford. We both have Brentford going down.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably for the same reason.
Yeah.
I think
picked apart.
Yeah, they got picked apart, both manager and some players. Wissa is still with them,
I believe
but
so.
he is heavily linked with a move away to, I think, Tottenham and Newcastle were the two front runners last time I checked.
I haven't seen the teams, but anytime I've just been looking around, his name's constantly mentioned in moves.
Yeah. The thing that concerns me for Brentford is Thomas Frank leaving.
Yeah.
Because like we can give credit to Wissa and Mbeumo and you know, the rest of the even Ivan Toney. I know he wasn't there last season, but Ivan Toney, they don't work without Thomas Frank. I think he's that good.
Yeah.
And now they've lost him.
Yeah.
And so, and the new guy they brought in, Keith Andrews, it's his first gig ever as a head.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So not to say like it's his first one ever, no one's ever succeeded, but that is a daunting task.
Well, in a league of this stature, so to say, having like a picked apart Brentford be your first managerial gig,
yeah,
I kind of feel for him because I think it's a recipe for disaster.
No, it just is, because even Norgard also left to Arsenal. Boo.
Yeah.
But like he is a good player and was the heart. He was their captain too, like the heart of their midfield. I hope they prove me wrong because I don't dislike Brentford, and it is cool to have seen a team like Brentford kind of come out of nowhere and have stayed in the top flight for so long. So I kind of do hope I'm wrong on this one.
Yeah.
I just feel like we can't have another season where all three teams go down. So that means that we have to put someone there, and I think Brentford is low-key the most likely if it's not just all three teams coming up and going down again.
It feels kind of bad to say this as just some guy in Canada, but I feel they don't have a lot to look forward to, if anything.
Brentford?
Right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. If I was a Brentford fan, I feel like I'd be quite concerned going into this season.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's relegation. I feel like we've given adequate reasoning.
Yeah.
Tell me why I'm wrong in the comments, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like we can just kind of rifle off the net because everyone's here to hear who we think is going down and European places.
Yep.
So I feel like we can just rifle off. So in 17th, I have Sunderland.
I do too. I think that's the only point of note for these.
Yeah.
Respectfully to these teams, a lot of talented players. It's just having, I think the Xhaka signing for me.
That's massive.
Massive and random.
I like how everyone saw Ten Hag come into Leverkusen and everyone then left Leverkusen.
I mean, the writing was on the wall with Alonso leaving and a lot of the really high stature players already moving, but seeing everybody scrambling.
Dude, poor Grimaldo though. He's still there. That poor guy.
Can we get a hashtag free Grimaldo in the comments? He's not in jail. He's out. I mean, Leverkusen, that's a bit of a bold statement.
Leverkusen's in jail.
Yeah, well, as a Ten Hag victim myself.
United fan, yes.
Yeah.
At 12 hashtag free Grimaldos in the comments, and John and I will do a career retrospective on Grimaldo.
Why stop there? We will rescue him.
We'll get him. We'll fly to Germany and rescue
him. We'll get him.
We'll bring him to Forge.
Dude, he'd do bids.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I got Sunderland staying up just because of the three teams coming up. They feel the most likely, solely because they just do. I have no other reasoning.
Yeah.
In 16th, I have Wolves. 15th, I have Brighton. That's the only time I'm talking about Brighton this episode. 14th, I have West Ham. 13th, I have Palace. 12th, I have 13th, I have Fulham. 12th, I have Palace. And Palace is in 12th for the bit because they always finish in 12th. I will say I'll be interested to see how they handle European competition, cup competitions, and Prem competition.
Yeah.
That's a lot for all due respect for a club like Crystal Palace who doesn't have that depth.
Yeah.
I'm very interested, but I do think that they still finish 12th.
I mean, it's a lot for any team. Like, you see the top managers kind of struggle to rotate their team, so let alone a team, as we said, a smaller team struggling through that when you really only have one or two, if that, marquee players.
And that's if they hold on to them, because the transfer window, as of recording, is still not over.
Yeah, this is going to be very funny when this drops. And then
this drops and
just
everyone's left.
Yeah.
And then to round out my 10, I have Bournemouth in 11th. I think they're going to enjoy another decent season. They're going to be very entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And then 10th, I actually have Everton.
Yeah.
I've just put Everton because I just feel like something's happening at Everton. They finished the season really, really well. Like, January onwards, Everton was a really good side. I just think that the 9 and above is just so competitive. I think Everton's going to find a nice little home in 10th. But let's hear yours.
I mean, we'll get to Everton. I don't exactly agree with you. I don't think they'll do poorly. However, so I have West Ham, Wolves, then I have Everton. I don't think the new stadium is going to do well for them. Maybe I'm a little superstitious.
Maybe.
But I think when you move from such a storied stadium and you're already in a bit of a turbulent place for such a historic club, I don't think the pressure is going to do work for them.
Fair.
Yeah. I could be wrong. That's aside from some of the top of the table stuff, that's probably the most iffy I feel about a team.
It's gonna be fun. But yeah, because even going back to the new stadium, back when West Ham moved from the Bowling Ground to London Stadium, it took them a couple seasons to get back to feeling like West Ham again, because the Bowling Ground was so synonymous with them, and even fans would note, like, it's not the same. The atmosphere's not the same. messes with the player. Eventually, they did obviously end up getting it back, but it took them a little bit. So you could be right with that on the stadium.
Well, I think professionals are professionals, so it's a little different. However, even playing sports myself, when you spend all your time practicing in a location and playing in a location, and then you move to another location. I played a lot of basketball when I was younger.
Yeah.
Certain like stadiums or gyms, in my case.
Stadiums,
yeah. Big stadium guy. What can I say?
John played in Rogers Center. No, sorry.
Played as I think we're playing. Career comeback.
John, future Raptor.
Look forward to the 5'10" white guy on the Raptors next season. But yeah, looping back, it can really mess with you.
No, and that's fair. So you might not be wrong with that.
Yeah. I have Crystal Palace above Everton.
Yeah.
I think they have some good players.
It's Palace.
All
due respect.
That's all I can really say. I mean, congrats to them.
The FA Cup is still probably, outside of like Chelsea, probably my favorite moment of last season.
Yeah.
Because that was such like a feel-good moment that you don't really get that anymore. So it was very nice.
I mean, I think we need some of that randomness in football again.
Yeah. And that's because like, obviously I am a Chelsea fan, but I also just like the game of football soccer. So seeing like teams like that do well, like I love watching like the promotion playoffs because it is the most intense atmospheres you will ever see. And bucket list would be to genuinely be like go to a promotion playoff game because the atmospheres there are so intense. And that is just like, I think every like fan's dream is to be in that because that's what you live for. Like those are moments. And like that's obviously to a different degree, but that was like Palace's FA Cup win is like these are why we watch this game because you don't see that like hardly ever.
Exactly.
So I'm optimistic for Palace just for that sole reason.
I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't feel great.
Yeah.
Then I have Fulham and then obligatory Brighton mention. That's all I got.
And that's all we're talking about. Brighton's not getting mentioned again. So that's your bottom half, I guess. Yeah. Moving into the top half. I like how we just breeze through that. We're only like 12 minutes into this, and you just know that like we're about to just yap for endless amount of moments on our. I guess we're 9 and above now.
There's probably one Palace fan who's... I mean, they got the most of it, I think.
Palace got the most love there.
And that was still like maybe a 2-minute segment.
Palace got the most... Palace and Everton got the most love. Every other team was just mentioned.
Shout out that one Wolves fan listening. If you're listening...
Sorry, King, I love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Hey, I was optimistic about Wolves this season, all of last season, because even when it looked like at a point... This was like before January.
Yeah.
Because then after January, it's pretty obvious it was going down. But before January, it looked like Wolves were going down. And I stayed strong. I was like, Wolves are not going down.
Believer.
And I was a Wolves. So that one Wolves fan that stuck with me, that Wolves mention was for you.
We love you.
Who do you got finishing in 9th?
This is where I have Bournemouth.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, because I have Bournemouth in my outside of that. Why Bournemouth so high?
It just
feels right.
I feel bad. This is gonna sound horrible. This is my vibe pick.
That's fair.
It's just
that was kind of Bournemouth last season though.
Yeah,
like they just showed up. They were going to be entertaining to watch.
I believe.
Yeah. My only thing with Bournemouth is they've lost a couple guys.
Yeah.
I don't have them fighting where I have them in 11th.
Yeah.
So like I don't have them super far off 9th.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like they have a good manager. They have a good squad. Mm-hmm. They're probably not going to be pushing for much, but they won't be in fear of anything either, I don't think.
Well, and I think that's a position you want to be for a club of that size.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
My 9th is actually Nottingham Forest.
Really?
Yeah. I think they caught lightning in a bottle last season.
Yeah.
And I think they are going to struggle this season.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just think they're going to massively struggle under the new... Because now there's expectation and pressure on them.
Mm-hmm.
And European football. I also think it's bullshit that they're playing in the Europa League and not the Conference League with everything that happened between them and Palace. I think that's so... Corruption to the max, but that's a different episode for a different day.
I think that's going to be a very interesting episode.
When
it comes to that.
But I just Nuno kind of got figured out towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
great season. Mm-hmm. Like it was a great season, genuinely. they just got figured out, and I'm not sure they've done enough for me to go, you've been, I guess, unfigured out in a sense. Yeah. So I got them going 9th. So that means that they would miss out on Europe in my predictions. 8th. Who you got?
This is a bit of a hot one.
Okay.
I have Newcastle.
Same.
Yeah. I think, and at the
we did it.
Yeah. Yippee! At the time of recording, we are still obviously waiting for some transfers to go through. I think some very big players are not going to be there by the time the season starts.
Okay. Who do you think's leaving?
Isak.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
We were talking about that off mic. Their biggest player. Yeah. Who do you think's leaving?
Anthony Elanga, who just got there. I think a certain Swede is going to be on the move.
Well, they just lost Longstaff, so that's a pretty big loss. Oh my god. Anyways,
I thought you were joking, man. I'm not gonna.
That's crazy. Sorry, we had to take a pause.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Not us laughing about that.
No.
Yeah, no. Newcastle in 8th.
Who do you think is gonna leave?
Elanga. Yeah. I do think there is still room for Isak because I know Liverpool have as of recording have apparently cooled their pursuits on Isak. I think that's a load of baloney.
Yeah.
I think that's just Liverpool kind of trying to be like, we don't want to really spend more than 120 pounds on this guy. So
120 pounds.
Yeah, so 120 million pounds.
Can I buy Isak?
Yeah. let me get Isak, and we're gonna start our own team.
No, he's just coming over. We're hanging out, man.
Yeah. Play date with Isak, and then he can go back to Newcastle.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, no, I just think last time Newcastle was in the Champions League, they struggled greatly.
Yeah,
they're in the Champions League again, and they could be losing a guy like Isak. And also the fact that Ramsdale's now been brought in to be their goalkeeper. I don't know if the plan is to have him number 1. He's not an upgrade on Nick Pope. And unless I miss something, I don't believe Nick Pope is left.
Yeah. I feel very bad because Aaron Ramsdale seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Everything I have seen, that one interview tanked his reputation.
It literally did.
Yeah.
And not to mention he's got, 3 relegations on his CV now?
I mean, obviously they're not going to get relegated.
Hey,
you never know.
If they do get relegated, the curse is real.
You can't see the hand movement, but like the hands are flying right now. There's
the curse is real.
Yeah, they're not going to get relegated, but there is a very soft question mark there.
I just don't. I don't have the faith in Newcastle that I do with the other teams, just based off of what I saw of them last time when they were in Champions League, how that affected them in the league.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be the same.
It's a lot, and I think with these players who may or may not be moving, I think he rejected a lot of the Saudi advances. Yeah. However, when you're getting thrown like hundreds of millions of pounds, it's really hard to resist that as a player.
Well, like, even look at some players that have rejected it and then a year later end up going to Saudi. So, like, at some point you might crack, and he might not, genuinely. He might end up going to Liverpool, or I do question what this is Isak, what Isak's thinking was. He waited for Liverpool to get how much did
Ekitike?
Yeah, how much?
He was like 70? Yeah, 70 mil, I think.
Something like that. So he waited for Liverpool to spend 70 on him. Then he waited for Arsenal to go out and get Bane from Batman. And
another Swede on the move.
Yeah. And then he was like, no, now I'm going to put my transfer request. It's just very strange timing.
It almost feels like he doesn't want to move. He wants to pressure Newcastle. Like I don't know how to. It feels like a lose-lose.
It's very strange to me. Because I actually rate Isak highly as a player. Yeah. I just don't know why you went. The 2 teams that were looking for a striker this summer in the Prem.
Yeah,
it got their strikers, and now I'm gonna say I want to go, and Liverpool's my top pick.
Yeah,
it's just very weird to me.
It's a lose-lose because now Newcastle kind of has a fire under them because either they have to move him or they. Like, I think that relationship's not fractured, but there's definitely tension on it.
It has to be.
And Isak just has not got his move yet. Maybe somebody is going to shell out for him, but it's just...
Yeah.
It's a little late.
Yeah.
Teams are already being structured.
Yeah, we start in 11 days.
Wow.
As a recording.
I did not realize.
Yeah. So... That leaves him little time. I mean, I know that obviously signings have been made after a season has started because that's how transfer window works. But you're not really leaving yourself a whole ton of time to get acquainted to your new surrounding. I don't know. I just question what the thinking was in that. But yeah, anyways, Newcastle 8th. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Who you got finishing 7th? You might be pissed at my pick.
Okay. I think Tottenham's not going to have a great season by their standards. I mean...
Whoa! That is the Tottenham standard.
Well, you know, I don't know.
Sorry, certified Tottenham hater. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is the standard. They should be pleased with the season like 7th.
Yeah.
After finishing 17th last year.
That's the thing, man. It's kind of like last season... I don't really want to talk about last season. There was a certain game at the end of the season that I don't really...
Was it the Europa League final? I'm going to bring that up. Just because screw you.
I think you should shut up. I don't know. I mean, I know Son's older, but I think his departure...
I think that's still going to hurt. He's still a good guy to have in the locker room.
It's not great for them. And I think the locker room presence is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't like Tottenham, I feel like most people like Son. And I think such a highly respected, tenured player in the locker room just kind of leaving.
Yeah.
In such a, like, the writing was on the wall, but it was a pretty sudden departure, it feels like. He just kind of said, I'm going.
Yeah, like, there have been rumblings that he would be leaving, and then all of a sudden, just one day at a press conference, he was like, okay, bye.
And I don't mean to stir up drama, but it makes me wonder what happened for a player, like, a player so loved. Like, this might seem, I feel like Tottenham legends, like, apt enough, won a trophy with them.
Yeah, he's definitely a Tottenham legend.
Yeah. Just kind of saying, I'm out.
I actually had this conversation with my dad. Yeah. I think that it's a couple things at play. He has 1 year left on his deal.
Yeah.
And I also think that Thomas Frank, I think he's coming in and going, you're kind of not in the long-term plans. Like, because if he had prime Son, like 27, 28, 29, like 100% he's staying. But this is now like a 33-year-old Son who's got a lot of games under those legs. You can tell he's lost a step. He's a bit older. I think he's kind of just like, you know what, man? Like, you're past this season if you're staying. And even this season included. You're probably not playing much this season. And past the season, we're not renewing you.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of now a matter of Son just going, okay, well, I'll go play, and he's going to, according to Fabrizio, is going to LAFC. Yeah. So he's going to play. He's going to be a star there.
Yeah. Make some money. For lack of a better term, relax.
Yeah.
Like, the MLS isn't necessarily a bad league, but it's a considerable step below.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, rest your legs a bit, make some money.
Yeah.
Enjoy LA.
Yeah. And I will say something that concerns me for Tottenham is just yesterday, as a recording, of course, James Madison went out.
Yeah.
Injured. And apparently it could be season ender before the season even started.
Yeah.
And I know James Madison has a lot of critics, but when James Madison is on form, he is a game changer.
Exactly.
Tottenham don't really have that now.
I don't know who said this. I admittedly just saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw they were looking at Grealish as a replacement, which...
I still think there's a player in Jack Grealish.
I agree. It's just, I don't know if you're counting on current Jack Grealish to save your season.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Yeah, he's got to get depepified.
I also think his price tag really hurt the player that was there. Because I think... I couldn't even put a number on it, but he did a lot of good stuff for City that you just wouldn't like look at an attacker, look at those metrics and say, this is a good attacker, but like a lot of running.
Yeah. Well, I think people do for like during their treble winning season, that was like his one good year with Manchester City. Yeah. Like, and people just can't forget about that because it's City, so no one really cares about that treble. Yeah. I'm just firing shots at every team that isn't mine.
We saw the parade. We saw the parade images.
But
it wasn't good.
Yeah, I don't have Tottenham much higher than you do.
Yeah.
So obviously we kind of feel pretty similar on Tottenham. Yeah. My 7th is United, and I'm not even doing this as like an asshole.
Yeah.
But Pardon my language.
Yeah.
I'm not even doing that. I just think, like, it was a bad season last year.
Oh, yeah.
And it just, Amarin, he didn't, I know he has a system that he wants to use, and that system does not suit those players.
Yeah.
They haven't, they brought in Cunha and they brought in Mbuemo.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I still think there are glaring holes in that entire project that need to be addressed, have not been addressed. I think a goalkeeper, defense, midfield, attack, literally every single spot in that team needs to be addressed, and it just hasn't been. And Amarin hasn't really shown me a whole ton to be okay. But my only thing is, I do think that now that he's been with them for coming up on a year-ish, because then we came in mid-season last year, but we'll round it up to a year.
Yeah.
Maybe he now knows how to use some of these players, because I do think that there are some actual good players at Manchester United.
I'd hope so.
I just don't think he's using them correctly. So I'm kind of really banking United finishing 7th and not having another disastrous season on the fact of maybe he can unlock some of these players again.
I think, and I'll talk about this more when I talk about United.
Yeah, and you'll also know a bit more than me.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of injuries that set that team back considerably.
Okay.
We'll talk more about that in a second, though.
Okay. So I got United finishing 7th, and I'm pretty vocal, I will say. I'm pretty vocal about injuries. I kind of hate the excuse of injuries, and I say that for every team. Mm-hmm. Because, yes, injuries suck.
Yeah.
But especially when it's the top teams, it always just irritates me of people going injuries. As fans, I kind of go, okay, fair. But when the manager's coming out and being well, we got injuries, buddy, you're getting paid 10 to 15 million to figure it out.
I agree, but it was specifically
it felt every day.
Specifically with our defense, you'd see Johnny Evans was getting minutes. And United
all
legend.
All love Johnny
United
Evans.
legend. But I think that speaks to and we can talk about looping way back to that Ronaldo interview about some of the inner workings of the club.
He's been right, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It makes me wonder how these guys are being trained and how the medical staff is functioning. Because injuries happen. It's a fact of life.
Especially in sport,
I've never understood blaming the loss of a trophy on injuries because everybody gets injuries.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a certain other club in red who talks about that a lot.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, Arsenal fans. There's definitely no Arsenal fans that listen to this podcast because I only ever clown on them. You have 2 certified Arsenal haters. Just wait until we get to your club.
What is it? We mustn't forget the ball was wet. The pitch was different.
The pitch was different. The ball was a different size. I don't know. Arteta pisses me off.
Say what you want about Arsenal, but they are entertaining.
That is true. All right, we'll move on from 7. We'll go 6th. This is where I have Tottenham.
Yeah.
And 6th for you.
This is where I have Forest.
We have this is probably the biggest disagreement I think we've had was where Forest is finishing, and I feel either one of us could be very right.
I believe.
I believe.
I've bought in.
Fair.
I think they'll make it work. I think they'll retool some stuff. This is gonna sound like the most backhanded compliment. I feel like they're gonna cockroach their way to a good finish. I think they're just gonna scrape through it.
Okay.
They're going to retool just enough to scrape out a bunch of 1-0s, 2-1s.
Okay.
They'll get those wins in ways that I don't think it'll be super entertaining, but I think they'll get the results they need. Yeah.
I mean, I can't really argue that. I feel like that is fair.
Yeah.
I've already kind of given my reason on why Forest could finish in 9th. Mm-hmm. I could see them going into the top 10 because I really, this season, spoiler alert for our top 4, I really think there's going to be a big discrepancy between the top 3 or 4 and everybody else this season. So Forest then scraping into 6th could genuinely be an actual option, especially if teams like Tottenham, United, Newcastle, all kind of in Newcastle's case experience a fall off, and in Tottenham and United's case kind of continue on a poor run.
Yeah. Then
you could see a team like Forest, like you said, cockroach their way into it. I think keeping Gibbs White is pretty big.
Yeah.
How much longer they'll have him, I don't know, because he obviously wants to leave.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, he's not. I do think keeping him, though, is big. I do like I was going to say their wingers, but Alanga's left, and I actually think Alanga is going to be a loss for them.
I am so happy for him.
He's done really well for himself post United.
Yeah, I mean, we
don't talk about it.
Like it just and this is a very quick aside. The club needs to retool so much. I think we have a decent team, and I'm so happy seeing players flourish outside of our team. I wish some of it wasn't in the Prem. like mixed sauce, I am elated for. Saint of Napoli.
Oh God,
my beloved.
Enough.
But
enough.
MVP and title winner.
Yeah, that shows you shows you the state of the Serie A.
The best midfielder in Napoli right now.
he's keeping that MVP award warm for Jonathan David.
For another year.
No, he's keeping it warm for Jonathan David when Jonathan David gets it next year.
Don't make me pick a side.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, buddy. Yeah, we're on 6, right? My 6 is Tottenham.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of gave my reasons when you said Tottenham were going to finish a bit lower. But I'll say I just have faith in Tottenham this season. I'm concerned about a loss of James Maddison and Son. Yeah. But so far, they've kept hold of their defense, and I actually think their defense is pretty decent. I say this as they finished 17th last year.
I mean,
but their defense won them that Europa League.
Yeah. Shut up.
My concern is the loss of some of those players. Yeah. I will be interested to see if they bring in a guy like Wissa or even like a Jack Grealish, because I still this you believe in Forrest, I believe in Grealish. I think that he could do bits at a team. I genuinely do.
I mean, I agree. I just think I don't know how long it's going to take him to transition out of that robotic Pep system, because I think I don't know how to phrase this without sounding critical.
Just do it.
I don't think Pep ruins players, but I think he permanently alters them.
Okay.
Like, once you play in a Pep system, if you are going to detransition out of that, it's going to take you at least a season.
Okay.
He's just, and you can, I mean, I don't think he's the best manager ever, but he definitely has a shout for, like, he's in the conversation, that level.
Sadly.
Yeah.
My thing with Tottenham finishing 6th, it comes down to who's in the dugout. And Thomas Frank, because I was very critical that they sacked Ange. I was like, you're sacking the guy that brought, like, if he didn't get them that trophy, the sacking would have been 100% justified.
It would have been more than a sacking.
But he got them the trophy. And for the last decade, Tottenham's whole existence has been, we just need to get a trophy. It doesn't even matter what trophy. Yeah. Just get us a trophy. And he finally did.
Yeah.
But then they sacked Ange, where I was critical.
Yeah.
But then they bring in Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
And immediately I'm like, okay, I'm not really critical of that anymore. Thomas Frank feels like, all due respect to Ange, I think he did well with Tottenham in spurts. Thomas Frank just feels like a step up.
Yeah.
And I'll be interested to see where Ange goes. But Thomas Frank just feels like a natural step up, and I do think that with his tactical brain in mind, you saw what he could do with Brentford on limited funds and like limited expectation. Now you're going to Tottenham where you have more funds, theoretically can get better players, all this stuff. So that literally my whole reasoning of putting Tottenham 6 is because of Thomas Frank.
I think from a managerial perspective, it's almost the perfect position for him. I don't mean to sound disrespectful to Tottenham, but as you said, it's more funds. And yes, they just won a trophy, but I don't think the expectation is there yet.
No, now it's not like win the Champions League. You know?
We've just gotten a trophy. We've brought in this new guy who just did great last season. You have a solid squad.
Yeah.
Departure of a key figure, but like it's not like this was a prime player, as we said. So I think it'll be interesting. We just have to see if he doesn't kind of bin it immediately.
Yeah, I think the expectation is for him to qualify them for Champions League.
Yeah.
Which I, funnily enough, don't have them doing if they finish 6th.
Yeah.
And then I think win a cup competition. Whether it's Carbro or FA, I think the expectation is to win one of those.
Yeah. Which they could do.
They could go on a run. Like, if Palace can, anyone can, right?
And I think the Tottenham critique for not making Champions League isn't against them. If anything, it's a testament to the clubs ahead of them.
Yeah, which we will be getting into right now, because 5th, Who you got finishing 5th?
My
I
beloved,
see the smile on your face.
my beloveds. I mean, 5th isn't. I think historically 5th is obviously not a great finish for United.
Yeah.
Compared
Recent
to last
history,
season,
though, would dictate that's a phenomenal finish.
I mean, that'd be an insane jump, but I don't think anybody expected last season to go as abysmally as it did.
Yeah. So what? Because you are a United fan, so you know the club better than me. What feels different about this season that does because is it no Europe? Now you can just focus on the league. Is it some signings you made? Like what feels like yes, we can go on and finish literally 11 places better than we did last.
So I think the young players that United have, I think they're getting a lot of really good reps now.
Okay. Except Manu.
I don't want to talk about him.
That kind of kills me, low-key. I actually really like Manu.
Me too. I think he is a gem.
Yeah.
And it bothers me that we're not seeing more of him. I think people can criticize the England Euros performance. I think he looked really, really good. Like not a random shout for that team, but compared to the stars England usually fielded, seeing him do so well.
Fair.
Makes me sad that we're not seeing more of him now.
I feel like he's either that player that you notice young, which they have, and they've brought him into the first team. I feel like then at that point, he's that player that you either now build the team around or you sell him. And they're kind of not doing either.
Well, and I think, to me, I just don't think that's a player they sell.
Yeah,
I think United's academy is kind of degraded, but I think they really should be placing the emphasis on academy graduates. And I think you have your guy.
Yeah, literally.
Like he is to me, not a star yet, but like that is But that is a player. Like I could see him being not face of the league, but like a face, if that makes sense.
At least bare minimum face of United.
Like I have extremely high expectations for him,
and that's fair.
Diallo is a wonderful player.
Yes.
It makes me so sad that we missed him for a considerable amount of time. He was
doing very well for a bit there.
He was like one of 2 or 3 things a Manchester United fan could enjoy.
1, Diallo. 2, the end of a match.
Speak of, I don't
have to finish. I don't have to watch anymore.
I mean, speak for yourself. I love Bruno.
That's fair.
Without Bruno, bro, we might get relegated.
I just can't stand. Bruno, the player, is great. Bruno, the on-field antics, I cannot stand. But he's that type of player that's like, I feel like if he plays for your club, like for United, you love him, and if you're playing against him, you just want him off.
See, for me, I feel like he's earned that right. Do whatever you want, man.
Fair.
You're like when you have like an attacking mid leading for like recoveries and tackles on your team, A, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
B, it's insane.
And see, he's doing something right.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's just like I don't know how to explain it. There's like the United squad, and then there's just Bruno doing literally everything he can.
No, fair.
To keep this team afloat.
Fair.
I think he's still going to be great.
Okay.
I hope the numbers drop purely because I want the other guys to get a little more involved.
Yeah.
I think Amarim's brought in some guys who will hopefully fit his system. I think Cunha's going to do well, and Buemo's. I'm
more confident in Cunha than in Buemo.
The fitness during preseason.
Really?
It's just not. I don't know.
Not up to snuff just yet.
That quick aside.
Yeah.
You cannot trust anything on Twitter anymore.
True.
I don't know if it was a real image. He looked hefty.
Oh, okay.
He looked hefty, but I don't know.
That seems to be happening a lot during preseasons now. A lot of players just like enjoying preseason, I guess. And fair play to them if they can get into shape for the season.
I understand that, but to me, it's kind of like, what are we doing?
If it is real, of course.
Yeah. I love some of our young defenders. Lenny Yoro, to me,
I actually think that's a gem.
He is a gem.
I just hope that he can piece it together, just because United, the last, and I'm not even saying this as like a dig, has genuinely been a place where careers have gone to die.
Well, look at a Martial.
Yeah, Martial. Even
Like,
more recently, Mason Mount.
Yeah.
That one brings a smile to my face, being a Chelsea fan.
Nice goal recently. I don't know if you saw the preseason goal.
It's preseason. It doesn't count.
Beautiful goal.
It doesn't count.
Beautiful goal. It'd be nice to see him do that to another team in blue.
Yeah, if he can stay fit,
which he will,
to be able to play against Chelsea, dude.
Oh, he will.
I saw a report that Burnley's looking at him. This man might be going to Burnley, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. A flop that no one talks about.
To me, it was a nice goal, but to me, like, and you and I have spoken at length off mic just about such a random signing that didn't need to happen.
Yeah. It was always crazy to me. Now we're really going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
So after this, we'll bring it back in. It's just really insane to me that United could have had him for free.
Yep.
In less than 6 months, but decided to pay 55 plus 5 million add-ons for him. Then he proceeded to basically be injured up until like January of that year, where they could have signed him for free had he still been a Chelsea player, and then they would have gotten him at the end of that season. So they spent 55 million for really no particular reason because he didn't help them at all. And then the second season, he wasn't good again.
Yeah.
I know he scored 2 in the Europa League semifinal, but in the end, you didn't sign him to score a brace in the Europa League semifinal.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done anything since joining to have justified anything. And I know I'm very biased because of how he left Chelsea. He really burned that bridge, and Chelsea fans, for the most part, are very sour on Mason Mount. I mean, look at the reception he gets when he comes to Stamford Bridge. But I think that is indicative of just United's current back room at the moment, just because how many, like, even De Ligt has yet to light it up with United. Like,
I think it's so tough on a defender. I think he is a player, and I don't know if this is irrational. I feel like he will come good's a strong phrase, but I feel like
come good as he's like 25, 26 now, and has been with 3 top clubs.
But I feel like it's so tough to say that because I don't really fault him on that per se. If anything, you'd look at a player like that and think he's a lot older just because he's been doing it for a while.
Fair.
I think he has room to kind of step it up, and I don't think he's been horrible. I think we'll see either the competition for the defensive roles is going to drive him to do better, or it won't be a concern. But you know,
do you want to hear my 5th place?
I guess.
No. Moving on. So my 5th place. This is my big prediction of the episode.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
5th place. So if they could technically miss out on Champions League, if England doesn't get the 5th spot, because I know the season before it was Serie A, now this season it was the Prem. So this coming season, it could be England again, it could be Germany, it could be whoever. I just think it's all ran its course with Arsenal. I think they have missed their half a decade long boat of getting anywhere.
What phase is this?
I love those tweets. Lee Gunner. What a beauty. I just genuinely think they've ran their course. They haven't made any signings that have moved me at all. I think Noni Madueke is a crazy signing to make in the year of 2025, because Chelsea made a profit on this guy. We made a profit on him, John. I watched Noni Madueke week in, week out.
Yeah.
He did nothing to justify an uptick in his transfer value.
That Wolves performance, feeding families.
It literally did. Outside of that, he did nothing all season.
It's such a random. It feels like a spite signing.
It does, genuinely. It feels like we're gonna use Madueke better than you did, and Chelsea just went, okay, thanks.
Which is crazy, because he was like, you'd see him sometimes, but he felt like a Conference League player, if that makes sense. Like
he felt like that level, but yet he started most games for Chelsea this. Like, he was proper, like, one of Maresca's. Like, Maresca used him a lot.
Yeah.
And now I think with new signings coming in, I think Madueke maybe realized he wasn't going to be getting guaranteed starting.
Yeah.
But anyways, away from Madueke, Norgard, I know he's more of a depth signing. Zubimendi,
we'll see.
It doesn't move me a whole ton. And then Bane.
That's a talking point.
That is a talk. I don't think he fits Arsenal's system. And I'm talking about Gyökeres. Or Gyökeres. Gyökeres? I don't. One of them. I'm talking about him just because Arsenal plays a lot of like possession based stuff.
Yeah.
He's more of like a stick in the box number 9 guy, and I'll score you a goal. That's not really how Arsenal plays. So unless they're changing their play style, maybe I'm proven wrong, and this guy wins the Golden Boot. I don't see him lighting up the league in the way that you would have Arsenal winning a league title. Because that, to me, anything short of a league title or a Champions League trophy this season is an unmitigated failure of a season for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because how many more times can we use the excuses of, I know we were joking about earlier, but oh, the pitch was wet, the ball was different, well, we have different injury. How many more times can you use that excuse before you a cat runs out of their 9 lives at some point?
Yeah.
Arteta, you have to believe, is on his 9th life.
I think they have nobody else to blame but themselves. Yeah. It has nothing to... I think they have a good squad, and I'll be talking about them shortly.
Yeah.
But it's the manager, it's the players. I mean, honestly, it's partially the fans too. The fans are
a different breed.
And I have met some nice Arsenal fans, but just the delusion on Twitter.
Yeah, it's wild.
You'd think these guys are world beaters being compared to some of the greatest teams in history when they've won what?
Their biggest achievement in the Arteta era is beating Real Madrid. And that's not even an exaggeration. Like, yeah, cool, you beat Real Madrid, but then you got dunked on by PSG, and then Arsenal fans tried to cope by saying, but we had the highest XG of any English team that's played PSG. Okay, cool. That means literally nothing.
Yeah.
Just for me, I just feel like this is a season where the wheels might fall off for Arsenal. I know 5th is probably a harsh prediction, but I have reasoning for putting them in 5th for the teams above them, which we will get into once we start looking at the top 4. Speaking of top 4, who's 4th for you?
I have you guys. I have Chelsea top 4.
Okay, get out.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. That's
I think you guys have made a lot of good signings. To me, I mean, you're gonna know more than I would. Nothing to me that really moves the mark to where I'm like, all right, like I could see you guys winning, but it's an outside shot for me.
Yeah,
I think you guys have made positive signings, but it's like an incremental signing forward to set up for future moves.
Fair.
I think you guys have to shed a lot of weight, like get rid of a lot of players.
You are saying. Not defending Chelsea, but just today, we've had Fabrizio basically all but confirm 3 outgoings.
Well, I was going to say, and I think you guys are doing everything right. I just don't think it's your time yet.
And that's fair.
If that makes sense.
No, that's fair. I don't really have much more to add because I have more to say when I talk about Chelsea.
I will say I'm concerned about Maresca.
As am I, and I will get into that a little bit more once I kind of delve into Chelsea.
I was gonna say, I'll leave that to you because I think you're gonna have a lot more insight.
Just because, spoiler, I was talking about this with John off mic. My top 3, I have the teams all. Yeah. I don't know where to place them, so this is going to be very spur of the moment. My 4th is Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I have Villa in 4th solely because I have faith in Unai Emery. And I know they will be in Champions League, and I know they will be in Europa League. And I know we've seen teams struggle with European competition before. I just have the most faith in Aston Villa to be able to balance a European and Prem schedule, like outside the traditional top 6 that are in those competitions. And I just like how he's playing, how he's got them set up. I think they have good players. I think a couple of recruitments could do them wonders. And I don't know. I just have that weird feeling of like I could see them doing it this year because it kind of fell short towards the end of last season.
Yeah.
And also, side note, they're my prediction to win the Europa League.
Yeah.
I just think Unai Emery knows that competition, and I just think it's time. In this kind of Villa project, it's now time for them to get some silverware because they kind of fell short in the FA Cup. I think a lot of people kind of thought if any team not named Man City were going to win it towards those latter stages of the competition, it could have been Villa. Of course, they got knocked out by Palace, and Palace went on to do it. But I just feel like right now could be the time. And this is also probably majorly influenced by my bias against Arsenal because I think it would be really funny if Arsenal finished outside the top 4. So I got Villa going 4th.
I think I messed up my ranking, candidly, because I have Villa in here right below United, and I just don't think I talked about them. So very quickly, speed round. Unai Emery, I love him.
Yeah,
I think almost any club could pick him up, and he'd make them better. I think there are like maybe 2-3 clubs in the world now who he could not walk into and kick out that manager. I have them below United, because I'm a little biased.
Fair.
But I think it's a squad thing. I think
that is fair.
They had a lot of loan players who were doing work for them.
Yeah.
Who they just don't have now.
They don't have them.
Yeah.
Which is concerning.
Yeah, and I think that was like a financial thing. Cause I
think it was FFP stuff.
Yeah, because Emery seemed high on a lot of those guys.
He played them, too.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like, we got this loan guy in, and we never used him.
Rashford,
Rashford was highly used, and he was good.
It just hurts me, man.
Fair. New Barcelona player, Marcus Rashford.
Dude, they are. I don't know if you've seen the post.
Barcelona.
I can't phrase it properly, but they are showing him off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like every post, they're posting like United Trey. Marcus Rashford plays football today. Like,
it's amazing.
Level. But yeah, I think Villa's gonna do bits. My concern is their squad. I don't think they've improved enough.
That's fair. I feel like their pick was definitely clouded by my bias.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Top 3. Who you got finishing third? I'm calling audibles on my end. So who you got going third?
So this is where I have Arsenal.
That's fair.
I think I agree with you. I think this is where the decline starts. I just don't think it's going to be as steep as you have it.
Okay.
I don't think Gyökeres is going to do poorly, but I don't think he'll do well.
Yeah, that
makes sense. Like I think he'll bag his goals, and I think my concern is he's going to have a lot of goals, but they're going to be in not meaningful moments. It'll be in games where they're already winning, and he'll bag a brace.
Yeah.
Or they might be getting smacked around, and he'll get 2
in
like the 70th, 80th minute. I don't think he fits them. I think he is, and I think he did wonders.
He did.
For Sporting. I just don't think the league is like. I think it's too big a step.
Yeah. All due respect to Portugal, but it is just it's a higher step up, and I know he bagged a ton. Yeah. Like, you have to be good to be bagging. What did he get, like, over 60?
I think it was a little over 60, maybe a little under, a little over.
Yeah.
Like 58 minimum.
Yeah, like, you have to be good, obviously, but I just think you're not going to get that time. You're not going to get that space in the Prem. You're going to a team that doesn't really fit your play style. I do agree. I do think he's still, like, it won't be like he finishes the season with 5 goals. Like, he's hitting double digits for sure. He's probably closing in on around 20, I would say.
I think a little under 20 is where I have him. My concern is really the spacing and the timing. Granted, I'm not an avid watcher of the Portuguese league.
Fair.
So I can't really speak on that. I just think he looks a little clunky, and I worry, as you said, with the way Arsenal play. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's going to do super, super well. Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously the Haaland comparisons are
they're going to be there, yeah.
But it's just I don't think he has the level necessarily.
Yeah.
And that's not a disrespect. I think Haaland's a phenomenal striker.
Yeah.
Plays his position very, very well. I just don't think he has he has the physicality and the instinct. I'm concerned about the technique in tighter spaces.
That's fair. I don't know. I feel like you're probably closer to Arsenal finishing third than I'm to Arsenal finishing fifth.
Yeah.
Anytime Arteta has been given the reins with Arsenal, he's yet to prove why he should have them. Yeah. And this is an Arteta signing. Like, all of these players this window have been Arteta signings.
Yeah.
And I can't really think of a great Arteta signing. Like, I know everybody will say Declan Rice, and I have my feelings and thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Which we will not get into because that'll add another hour onto this podcast. I just don't know. No one. you're a guy that scored. We'll round it. We'll say 55 goals.
Yeah.
And no one wanted this guy. What does everyone know that Arsenal doesn't?
I will say I'd followed this somewhat closely. I think Sporting really screwed him over because his asking fee was supposed to be 30-40 million lower than it was.
Yeah.
But the fact that they set it about, I think it was 70 million.
Yeah.
That's for a guy who scored like 60-ish goals. I feel like everybody snap it.
Yeah.
In a world where you see players going for like 80, 90 million, kind of for nothing.
Yeah, for really not doing much.
Yeah. Like, what is it? They'd be paying 10, 15 million more than they paid for Madueke.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
It's
weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something's going on.
Something's weird.
Yeah.
I don't have high faith. Obviously, you all, because I feel like I said, anything less than a league title or Champions League for Arsenal this season, it feels like a failure. So obviously, we both have Arsenal not having a phenomenal season.
No, not at all.
All right, top three. Like I said, I'm calling audibles here. I'm going City.
Really?
I'm going City.
Really?
This feels biased. I'm going City. They haven't. Look, I do think that they're going to win a trophy next season.
Yeah.
It just depends on which one.
Yeah.
Because Pep usually doesn't go 2 in a row without winning a trophy.
Yeah.
They haven't made many signings where I've went, that feels like a game changer. The guys that they brought in January were game changers. Like Marmoush specifically.
Yeah.
Like he did wonders for them.
I hate praising them. I hate praising them.
But I just look and I'm like, you haven't done enough for me to go, I see you getting a league title.
I'll wait. I'll let you continue because I have feelings about one specifically.
City or team?
A City signing.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't have that feeling about City where I'm like, this feels like they've done enough. And you know, if anybody can prove me wrong, it is Pep and City, because it also, like, I'm so no idea where to put the top three. Like I'm set on who's in my top three. I don't know where to put them. So it's not ridiculous to say it wouldn't shock me if City wins the league.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't have that feeling about them that you would expect to have about Manchester City, and I think that's what it's coming down to for me.
Yeah. So City specifically, it's the Cherki signing.
Yeah, that's fair. I think,
and I've heard, I don't know how true this is, I've heard there's a bit of an attitude problem there.
I've heard the same thing from Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt.
Twitter is my source.
Twitter is my source here.
But I think if a manager is going to iron that out, it's going to be Pep.
Yes, that or Cherki will be playing in Saudi in the next few years.
No, he's going to disappear. But I feel, and I hate saying I feel good about it because I really don't like them.
Yeah.
He is so technically brilliant.
No, he is.
He is like phenomenal on the ball. He's one of those players. It's like a player like Dembele last year, Yamal.
Yeah.
Cherki was kind of like that to me, where I'd see him with the ball and it's just
different.
Wow.
Yeah. But my thing is, guys like that under Pep, historically, outside of like Barcelona boys, historically haven't really been able to do that, especially with Manchester City. But if you are signing him, you have to think that they're going to use him in that aspect.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't know if it's Pep bending the knee, but I think we've seen his tactics kind of erode. Mm-hmm. So we've seen in the last couple years, not to say that things haven't worked, because obviously they've still done relatively well. Yeah. By City standards recently, not great, but I think we're going to see Pep adapt and play a player like that, kind of an X factor who allows you to do things a little differently. I think we're going to see... It doesn't make me happy. I think we're going to see a City attacking renaissance.
Probably.
I think they have so much attacking talent that it's going to be, unfortunately, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I will not be watching.
I will only watch when they play my team, and that's it.
I will be seeing the highlights, and I will be praying on their downfall. But I just think they have so many talented attacking players. Like, talented players who have proved I think Cherki's kind of a question mark. I think Pep will make him come good.
Yeah.
But like just Haaland and Marmoush alone.
Yeah, Marmoush is what's really exciting, I think.
Yeah. Like you have a arguably the most clinical striker in the... Well, I don't even think that's a crazy thing. Maybe Isak.
Mm-hmm.
But, you have their guy, and then you have this new guy coming in, and it's just... It never ends with them.
Yeah, it really doesn't. They lose De Bruyne, and it's like, okay.
They're not worried at all.
We're fine.
Yeah. It's just... Cool. They're future-proofing their team, and that concerns me.
Screw you, Pep.
And I do want to preface, I don't know if they're two. I think you and I feel the same way.
Yeah, I think we both know our top three. It's just a matter of where to play.
Well, see...
And they're your two. We've been talking about City for so long. I forgot if we were on my 3 or your 2.
This is my 2 with a question mark.
All right, so we've transitioned seamlessly into your 2.
I feel a little better about saying the top 2 are a bit interchangeable, whereas I think you're a little more top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Well, we'll head into my top 2, and I'm calling an audible.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, I'm so up in the air. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go Chelsea top 2 as a second. I'm very, call me biased, call me hopeful, call me optimistic.
You're biased, hopeful, and optimistic.
Thank you. I just feel like under Maresca, the last little bit, it feels like they've hit their stride a little bit.
Yeah.
I still have major question marks around Maresca, and anybody who listened last season will know I have major question marks around Maresca.
Yeah.
But I think that the players are all kind of gelling now. They've brought in some good additions, like João Pedro. I know he only played 2 games in the Club World Cup, but he looked phenomenal in the Club World Cup in those 2 games. So I'm a little bit hopeful with him. I think Liam Delap is a very smart signing. Mm-hmm. I think Santos coming in to provide depth in the midfield is good. Caicedo, everybody knows I think Caicedo was genuinely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer, if he can find that consistency again, he truly is a game changer, and in my opinion, one of the best in the league.
Yeah,
when he's in his form.
I don't think that's debatable.
I don't really think that's really a debate either.
Yeah.
What concerns me, is Maresca concerns me, just because we scraped by towards the end of the season. Yeah. And I do like that we got into Champions League on our own volition. We didn't rely on other teams' results.
There wasn't a screw up.
Yeah. But it was a lot of 1-0.
Yeah.
And we kind of just got what we needed, which is fine. But now that's why I think we fall short in this title race, because I do think that we are in the title race. I don't think we're not. I think we are in the title race.
Yeah.
Come game week 5, I could be proven wrong immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like I said, my top 3 so interchangeable. But I'm gonna go Chelsea second. I don't know. Feel kind of hopeful. I think we have good depth. I think we have good players. All of our players are kind of coming good. Enzo looks good. Caicedo, like I said, Palmer. I think especially with some of our outgoings as well, the squad's not as bloated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much more. As the Chelsea fan, you would think I have a better in-depth analysis, but I just think vibes are kind of high right now, and maybe that's why I'm kind of leaning towards putting them so high. Conference League, they won it. Top 4 was secured. Club World Cup was won.
That was such a random result.
Yeah, 3-0. And I have so many opinions on the Club World Cup that I'm just not going to get into.
For you, it's a prestigious competition.
Yeah, it's a prestigious competition. Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm confident in moving into our number 1 because we both, I believe, if my math is mathing, we both have the same number 1.
Yeah. Can I very quickly talk about some of my concerns for you guys?
I literally just didn't even let you talk about that.
No,
go ahead.
It's your club, buddy.
Yeah.
I think you guys kind of occupy the reverse Villa predicament for me, where I think you guys have the players. I don't think you have the manager.
That's fair.
I think Maresca looked phenomenal at the start, or phenomenal is a bit of a strong word, but really, really good.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of other clubs just kind of picked up on it, and I don't think he did.
Yeah.
And Robert Sanchez.
He is a massive concern for me.
I think those are your 2 issues, and if you can smooth those out, maybe he just turns up.
Yeah, Roberts. He was... I know it's the Club World Cup. He was quite decent in that tournament.
This could be the start of the most random purple patch of all time.
Robert Sanchez...
Ballon d'Or push.
Yeah, why not?
Robert Sanchez and Yashin. the
two. Amazing.
But
yeah, no, I would agree. That's why I'm like, that's my concern going into the season, and also just injuries. I know I said earlier, like injuries are never a proper excuse. Just we have so many injury-prone players that it's kind of hard to hang your hat on someone being like, yeah, we got this guy for like 30 of the 38 games.
Yeah.
So it's not going to get too much into injuries, but yeah, I mean they're a thing.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for me and you. We have the same one. If my math is mathing,
the team who shall not be named for me,
Liverpool, obviously.
I guess.
My concerns. I will start with my concerns for Liverpool.
Yeah.
A lot of new signings with hefty price tags.
Yeah.
That is a big way, and we have not seen Liverpool do this.
Yeah, this is not random, but it's I don't know how to explain it other than uncomfortable.
Yeah, Coutinho money.
It's just this is like a City thing. You expect them to be throwing cash at people.
Yeah,
and it's just odd.
Yeah, Liverpool. I did see like something. They've apparently been stockpiling this for
a while,
years. So that's why they've been able to do this all in one window. Not that even if they hadn't been, not that would have mattered because we see every team do this. Every window. So it wouldn't matter. But I guess I'm going to use massive quotation marks, the most ethical way they have done it when we're talking about millions upon millions and millions of dollars. I'm using air quotes. My concern is just that because they're also trading in like half of their starting 11. Like Wirtz isn't coming to be a super sub, especially with that price tag.
That would be absurd if they brought him in and he signed the contract knowing the project was you're going to be on the bench for half of these games, maybe more.
Kirkez, Frimpong. I mean, they had to get a right back. They got Frimpong because Trent 12 decided to leave. Sorry, I just such a dislike for him now. He left. They just brought in the new striker. Could be bringing Isak.
Yeah.
All of these are hefty fees. That's kind of what concerns me. Plus, then also gelling all together.
Yeah.
That concerns me. Outside of that, though, I don't want to say it's theirs to lose, but it does kind of feel like because they ran away with it, and I know people will be like, "Oh, they only finished on 84 points."
Yeah.
They had the league wrapped in February, and once the league,
and
once the league was mathematically theirs, then they let off the gas.
Yeah.
Like if they had been on the gas all season, they're getting close to 100, if not getting 100.
Just, they weren't concerned, and you could tell.
Yeah, like they're like, well, we got the league wrapped, and their season was over once the league was wrapped because they were out of the other competition. So I was like, well, we did the thing that we set out to do.
Yeah.
So I just think that because they were so much better than everyone last season, I feel like this season, not often do you see champs defend outside of like City in recent times.
Yeah.
In the Prem, I should also say, because I know other champs do.
Yeah.
But the Prem, you don't usually see champs defend a whole ton, like outside of City.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested, but I think it's theirs. I don't want to say it's theirs to lose, but in a sense, I guess I'm kind of saying it's theirs to lose.
It's so tough because this is where the City debate comes in. I think if the signings, all of them come good, I feel a lot more comfortable about some of them. Like I think Wirtz is going to do fine regardless. He is a player I have absolute faith in, and it kills me that he went to Liverpool.
I was so convinced he was going to. Even once Fabrizio kind of started going on about Wirtz to Liverpool, I was like, no, he's going to Bayern.
That would have been the dream for me, but I guess not.
We can't have nice.
Now I gotta hate him.
Yeah.
But just such a talented player.
No, he really is. And to me, he's a game changer.
Yeah, he is. And I think he fits this team really well.
Yeah, he does.
Which sucks.
But yeah, I think Kirkez is a smart signing. I think Frimpong is a pretty good signing.
Yeah.
I like if they all come good, there's really no reason for Liverpool not to win the league, I think, if they all come good.
It's tough because I have them first, but I'm purely going to be speaking negative. Well, one thing aside, I think Kirkez is a good signing.
Kirkez is a very good signing.
I think that's the one, the other one where I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, like I can't remember the last time champions had went out and leveled up like this in between seasons. Because usually champions kind of, I don't want to say rest on their laurels, but they kind of go, we have the guys to get it done. We'll kind of stick with them.
Well,
but
won.
Yeah, Liverpool went out and they were like, well, we're going to just go out and level up. And on paper, that's what they did. I think on the pitch is where the question mark lies.
I think I have serious concerns about the Frimpong signing and the Ekitike signing.
Okay.
I think you bring in Frimpong. I don't know if he was supposed to be the Trent replacement in terms of profile.
Yeah.
But the numbers show he's not a great defender. And I think...
Well, in that sense, then he is replacing the profile well.
That's what I meant. Like I don't know if they were looking for the attacking, like a right wing back or like a right mid, almost.
He kind of occupies that weird spot of the pitch.
Yeah, because it's like I guess you just want a body there, but it's kind of like by the numbers, he is a worse defender than Trent, which is saying a lot. Like respectfully to Trent, he offers a lot going forward, but that's always been the thing. It's like you're a right back. And to be a worse defender is kind of. I
hope Frimpong proves us wrong, dude. He really seems like such a likable guy.
I really do. Why did you sign for that club?
No, I think it's. I don't know much about Ekitike. I really don't. I can't say I followed him a whole ton. For me, he's a massive question mark.
Yeah.
They needed a striker. And if they get him and Isak, then they're laughing, I think.
My concern is I think Isak wasn't necessarily available, quote unquote.
And now he is.
And I think you throw that money out only for kind of your target to become available. And I think it looks really stupid on Ekitike to make that move now.
Yeah.
And I think Liverpool are probably, putting their hand on their head thinking, why did we just throw out all that money at this guy that they wanted but kind of like was maybe a second or third choice option?
Yeah. Yeah, so we got Liverpool in the league.
Yeah.
We have the same guys going down. And then even we were pretty similar with most of our other things.
Yeah.
So it feels like we could be very disappointed come the end of the season of where certain teams land. Watch, it's like Liverpool goes like 10th, Chelsea goes like 12th, United goes 13th, and friggin' Bournemouth wins the league. Like,
I think the only absolute locks that I would bet on were the two promoted teams going back down.
Same. Like, I'm not a betting man. But yeah, if I were to place a bet, I would be betting. The only thing here I would bet on, because I'm not confident at all with where my top three finishes.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd bet on would be Leeds and Burnley are going down.
Yeah, agreed. It's so tough to stay up without throwing money at your project.
Yeah.
Which I guess Sunderland kind of did, and I think they're going to squeak by.
I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be they survived. I think it's going to be we were just barely better than the guys that went down.
There's the joke about, you're running away from a bear. You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster than the last guy.
Yeah, and I think that's Sunderland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they're going to scrape by the skin of their teeth. And I think it's going to be very funny watching that discourse on Twitter.
I think it'll be hilarious. Mid-table, I always feel bad for predicting anything 16th to 9th because no one cares. Unless you're making a shocking prediction.
I feel nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of for me, it's kind of well, you all finished not getting relegated and not in Europe.
Yeah.
Good, you stayed up for another year,
Yeah.
And then
maybe the money's a little different, which is important, but it's just kind of, as a fan, you're looking at trophies and making sure your team's still in the league.
Yeah, and your team is still in the league, so yay.
Yeah.
And then Europe could be fun, but I'm content.
Yeah.
Leaving it there. Liverpool, apparently, according to us, very uncommittal. Liverpool could be your champions come the end of the season, or City, or Chelsea, or Arsenal.
I think this one is going to be very entertaining till the end of the season.
I was going to say, I think it's an actual title race, which is nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't disappoint me.
I like watching football till the end of the season. Yeah. I just wish it wasn't pretty much all of these teams.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for listening to this hefty predictions podcast. But we had a lot to talk about. So thank you for listening. Follow along on all the socials that are played at the start and finish. And yeah, until next time, cheers, everyone.
Bye.
And that was your Maple Footy podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Check my socials for any and all future updates. Remember to support Canadian football, be kind, and until next time, live, laugh, little.